Back again. How we doing, lads? All right?
Yeah, man,
Zoop,
good.
Yeah,
zoop.
fine.
I'm eating my dinner at the same time, so I do apologise.
No.
I'll eat. No. Listen, I'm going to eat away from the mic because I know you actually have that thing, bruv, where you
Are you
can't.
doing one of those videos on YouTube, like eating through the mic?
Well, I was literally telling someone today at work about how you don't like the noise of, like,
Who does?
you can't. But
It's
there's actual.
fucking disgusting.
You hate it.
It's an actual it's an actual disorder as well.
Yeah.
There's
It's like
actually a name for it.
But I won't chew on the mic, so don't worry about that. But we're back again, lads. I wanted to start this week. We were sort of talking about it a little bit before we started, but Phil P, why don't you weigh in on, like, do you think Eggy is the way he is for attention on purpose? Or do you think that he is actually like that? What do you think?
I don't believe anyone could be such a good actor to hold how Eggy is Eggy for so long to not be normally like that.
Yeah. H?
Basically.
I've never looked at it from the perspective Phil P just brought in. To be fair, it would be absolutely knackering to act like that on purpose every single day.
Right. And
if we were flies on the wall in his house, I'm sure he's exactly the same.
I agree. You know what? I've known him a lot of years, and he's like that. How are you, Eggy? Ramadan Mubarak, bruv.
Ramadan Mubarak to you too.
How's it going?
It's all right, bruv. We got about another 20, 30, 40 odd minutes to go, and then I can finally eat and drink.
How long have you not eaten for?
Since about, what time was it? 3:58 this morning. I had Weetabix this morning, and I had about 2-3 glasses of water, and then it was like praying time, and then it was like, right, now let's sleep. But it's going worse than I would thought.
Worse.
I thought I'll just blitz it, but no, it's actually getting really bad this year. Really bad.
Do you massively eat loads of carbs when you do eat to keep you going?
No,
there's your error right there.
I don't need to eat.
What are you eating, Egg?
In the morning?
No, in general, both the meals.
Because when you eat normally, you eat a lot of carbs, is like what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the plan was basically carb up in the morning, Weetabix, oats, stuff like that, and just water. And then later on in the evening, when I do breakfast, dates, fruit, water, go pray, come back, and then I would aim to have some like grilled meats and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like
aim being the word, right?
Yeah, but technically I've had.
What do you eat? Pizza. Go on.
Pizza, and I had enchiladas.
An enchilada pizza.
That's just today then. So what?
No. I had pizza and enchiladas.
So it literally. So what Phil P said wasn't even a joke. That was actually a same-day meal.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going ham on it. Like I weighed myself
See what you did
before
there.
It started, and I've put on a kilo in a couple of days, and that's me starving myself. I don't know what's going on.
Why are you so proud of this?
Are you starving yourself, though?
It doesn't sound like you're starving yourself.
Not starving yourself.
I'm basically making up. I'm making up lost time.
You're just eating the same diet in a smaller amount of time.
Correct.
Pretty much, yeah. Do you know what I thought that I was actually going to smash losing weight, but it occurred to me about a day ago. I know where I'm going wrong here because I've based my weight loss that I've done in previous years.
A day ago. Hang on.
No. When Ramadan it goes back 10 days every time. So basically, in the past,
every time is in every year.
No, yeah. Because our calendar is 10 days shorter, so it will move 10 days up every year. So my last 4 or 5 Ramadans have been in the summer where it's hot. So when you do break your fast, you're like, I don't care about food. I just want to drink water. Whereas this time round, the weather outside is crap. You know, I'm not working. I'm just sitting at home. So I'm fully hydrated throughout the whole day. So when it comes to eating, I'm like, right, I don't need water. I want food. I've been sitting at home all day. I'm bored. And yeah, so I'm going to come out here looking like a fat bastard once I'm done.
That ship's probably sailed. When for the last few years, when you've been doing Ramadan, my birthday is the 1st of June, and you know I always like to do something for my birthday.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And stuff like that.
There we go.
My stag do was also around the 1st of June. I got married last year. Obviously a big deal. Eggy was actually a groomsman at my wedding, but was unable to come to my stag do, and also unable to come to all of my previous birthdays because of Ramadan. Just blamed Ramadan, really. Just didn't give me any more information. Just, nah, bruv, Ramadan. I was like, all right, cool.
Hold on. Sorry.
And then also, go on.
If Ramadan goes back 10 days every year, surely it's only like once every 30 years that it should affect you.
It's moved from moved from June to April, basically.
Okay.
In 3 years.
It's like, yeah, okay. So last year it was around June, but this year it's here now. And then also you've gone off your socials and stuff, haven't you? You've sort of gone into hibernation during Ramadan because it's a time for reflection. But this year you're all over the pods. Social.
You've become a quizmaster.
You've become a quizmaster all of a sudden on your Facebook. If you could add one film, by the way, Eggy's discovered films this year. He asked us all, have you heard of films? Yeah, we've heard of films, Eggy. We've all watched films for a long time. But yeah, so tell us why this year's a little bit different, Egg. How come you're all over your social?
Mate, we've come a long way, though. Entertainment was a no-no for him when we first joined the pod.
That's true.
Now we start watching films and asking for recommendations.
Only because he's got a dodgy skybox.
Fucking right, I've got the best one going.
He doesn't even care, does he? He'd tell Rupert Murdoch to his face.
Usually, life is manic for me. 24/7.
Too busy to come to things, and you know.
Yeah, so pretty much 12. I would say 11 months out of the 12, it's pretty much 100 miles an hour, having a full-time job, working the amount of hours that I do, doing a side business, children, family, bits and bobs like that.
Millions
where
of people
Ramadan's come around, and that's when I usually just switch everything off and just do the bare necessities, go to work,
usually.
come home.
Yeah.
Usually.
Right. So
but this year, considering I've got nothing to do at home, and I've been at home for, this is, I think, my 5th or 6th week. I can't even remember now. I'm mentally struggling. So I thought, I can't do this. I need to be a bit more active. But if you're wondering why I'm actually so active on social media all of a sudden, it's because I've been I've taken this time to go and learn about how to build not a fan base, but like a
following.
A network or a following, yeah.
Who said networking?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I like that word.
So
social network.
I am starting a business.
2020. Yeah.
Sometime this year. And I've gone through and I've looked at how people are building their business online, and pretty much I've come to the conclusion that these likes and shares are pointless. What you're much better off having is having a smaller following that actually engage and buy your shit.
So you would say a quality over quantity approach
is what works, and that's not based on my theory. This is I don't even know the person whom I'm following. They basically talk about how Facebook use their and Instagram actually use their algorithms and work out what kind of person you are to basically how you do it, and it even worked. So I've changed my approach, and suddenly my posts are coming up on other people's stuff that they're looking at, and I'm not even going in ham yet. So basically, I'm just being extra social, not because I want to, it's because I'm literally working off a program that helps you engage with people, so they fuck with you basically, and once they fuck with you, they'll buy your shit.
I agree, but you're doing it on your personal Facebook though. Shouldn't you be doing it on your Instas or your
little bit of a caveat there? Yeah. And don't say you're not enjoying it, because you are, because you love all those, like, having jalfrezi today, rice or naan bread.
Jalfrenzy. Jalfrenzy. He posted Jalfrenzy, spelt Jalfrenzy. He actually did it twice. So originally on the actual post of his business page, he put Jalfrenzy.
Edited to Jalfrenzy.
And then he shared it. Go on.
So this is what happens, right?
Eggy, I got a question for you as well.
No, let me finish. I actually find it so cringy when I do this that I will do it, type it.
You don't. You love it.
Listen,
you're a dirty liar.
Listen, I actually find it cringy trying to find out of a list of questions that you can ask people to get engagement, which one you do. So what I do, I'll wrap it up. Listen,
okay.
Let me explain.
Thank God for that.
I will do it. I'll write it all out and I'll send it and I'll just leave my phone over there. I don't even want to do it because straight away people will be messaging and whatnot until I get back to it later on.
Your fan base goes crazy. Oh, Eggy's posted. Fuck. Batten down the hatches.
Listen, no, because it's usually within the first hour.
Kardashian's like, sorry, Kanye. Eggy's just
so when I do go back to my phone and check
she gets intel on when he's posting, so she doesn't clash with him because he takes all the internet.
No. This is the difference. So when I do go back to it, I see a message from Sandip at the bottom. So if it was 27 and he's made a spelling mistake, it'll go straight into the WhatsApp group. But when I make it, it goes straight onto Facebook, which is fine.
No, we don't do it. Phil wouldn't do it on Facebook, to be honest, because when it's a social post, if it's in the text group, I can allow it. You're doing a social post to your millions of followers and you're still spelling shit wrong. That's why I'm commenting on it, bruv. That's
the world saw that, bruv.
Also, because you had it twice, I didn't know.
You're forgetting. My people, them, are pretty much uneducated.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, you are the smartest people on my Facebook.
Yeah, but Eggy, if you start,
Eggy, everyone knows that Jalfrenzy's not a curry. Like,
there's so much. Phil P, you had a question.
Yeah, Eggy, what's the difference between food and a snack?
Oh God.
I would say if I wanted a snack, I wouldn't say it's a.
Oh, you're actually answering
dinner.
it. Okay, cool.
Just to give some context on this, you did a status which said if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Good old Pete, he wrote crisps, and you commented, "Is that food or is it snacks?" Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I said food and he said crisps, and I'm just wondering, like, does that come under food or does that come under snacks?
You know when our pod chat like pops off.
What does that mean? Go on, Phil.
You know like when our
right, listen. When's the last time
your name's
your
not Phil.
girlfriend Aggie? Thank fuck for that.
Your name's not Phil. Go on.
Like when the pod chat's popping off, and I'll just get ding, 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 and the missus goes, "Who is it?" And I'll just look at it and I'll just shake my head. And then she goes, "What's he saying?" I go, I'm not getting it. I'm not repeating it. I'm not getting it.
I actually can't tell you.
I'm not gonna piss myself off twice by reading it and reciting it. Like,
it's always a bit worrying when you see Eggy is typing and it's for a long time. You're like, oh, there's going to be so much. There's going to be so much.
Yeah, he types for like 10 minutes and he sends call through or something.
How are the business plans coming along, Egg? You said that you're struggling a little bit. I want to make sure you're keeping busy, bruv, because I know you. So I know that what you need to do is keep busy. So I'd like to hear that you're doing that. I know you will be anyway, but what are you
I've got pictures lined up to do. I've got competitions to do. I'm giving out free food leading up. Once this pandemic slows down a little bit, I've got food to be giving out, competitions. I've got a lot of things lined up to do, but
your food's sick as well, bruv. Everything aside,
nice.
your food's banging.
That tikka masala, bruv, it's one of the best I've ever had.
Oh, that's in the bin, bruv. That's in the bin.
Oh, is
I've got a better one now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mate, that's honestly the nicest curry I think I've ever had. Why is it in the bin?
Yeah, it was so good, Egg.
I've improved.
You kind of got like 10 out of 10 on that one, bro.
So you've improved it. You've improved it. All right, we'll be the. I'm happy.
I'm scared for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's actually improved.
I mean,
there's Yeah, but I find myself going back to what I know and trying to make it better, and that's all I can do in times like this. But where I've looked at it and I think, right, there'd be massive gains to make in the vegetarian sort of side of the business, but
what
I
have you
hate
changed?
vegetarian food.
What have you changed about that meal?
I've got some new ingredients, stuff that I didn't even know existed, but it has like potent powers.
Tell us more, or tell us something, should I say?
For that reason, Eggy, I'm out.
Eggy, could you please do Dragon's Den?
No.
Didn't you? So I know that you were doing your menus. How's that going? I come to Phil P for that because obviously didn't. Weren't you?
Why are you bringing this up?
I've got new ingredients. I've got new ingredients. If you can see.
There you go.
Okay, lovely.
Obviously, you could have just told us what they were.
Cardamom pods.
Just tell us.
Yeah, you're not going to name all of them.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Curry leaves.
Curry leaf. Yeah.
Not curry leaves. But
that's nutmeg next to the leaf.
Is that a mustard seed?
No.
Are they cloves in the bottom?
This is a great feature for the listeners here. If you're not watching the YouTube video,
do you know what?
That's
enough. How about waiting for the post when it comes out?
If you're not watching what Eggy's done.
Don't test me if you can spell everything on there, mate.
Cardamom, cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Weren't you?
You got most of them right.
Phil P, weren't you sent the vegetarian option from Eggy recently? What was the first?
So I've done the whole leg menu.
Right. What was
and with menus, spacing's very important. So like, you sort of need every item to be able to work out where everything goes before you put it all onto visualization, onto paper, should I say? So I do it all. Eggy's happy with it. Sends me more shit through. Not good. He sent me the vegetarian. He said, add this to the vegetarian bit.
Yep.
I can't remember what it was called. But the first ingredient was chicken.
It was supposed to be chickpea.
Sorry, I'm not a mind reader.
The best one is when he sent through the menu to everyone's emails. Can you tell us if there's any spelling mistakes? He spelled manoob.
Menu with a B at the end. Where has it come from? Why is it there? I refused to do it at first. I was like, you've done a spelling mistake in your
the B's not even near the U.
I looked at it on the keyboard. I did. I looked at it. I'm thinking, how? And then he sent a picture of his little ones running all over him, saying, "This is my excuse." They were just battering him. So okay, fair. I do get it, but you've added a letter there, Eggy. That's the thing. Also, logging onto the Zoom today. What's going on with your Zoom at the moment?
So basically, I got complaints about my audio quality. So
it's very clear today, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
using my wife's phone, by the way. So I've got two phones at the moment. This one doesn't work.
So many businesses.
I've tried to get it fixed, but someone doesn't want to get that fixed. And I've got an old one that does work, but I don't have headphones for this.
Why are you walking around with a broken phone then?
Because I had to take this one back because on here I've got 4 different bank accounts and I do all the banking on this. It does work.
Like you make your life hectic.
No. Listen, I've got this.
He's going to show us his bank account now.
I just do thumbnail in and I'm in. That's it, done.
Thumbnail.
So if I don't have that phone and I need to log into my Halifax account, I'm fucked.
Mate, is that new technology?
So you put your thumbnail on it, or do you put your... What do you put on it?
Thumbprint, innit?
Thumbprint. Oh, okay, safe. I also saw that you... obviously, you've been putting your statuses out and giving people asking people's opinions and building up your following, which, as I said, is good. You asked us in the group. There's a few groups that you asked it in, actually, and then you also posted it as well, saying, "What should I get, a PS4 or Xbox?" Everyone said get a PS4. Everyone said PS4 is better. So you went and bought an Xbox. How's that?
Yeah, I was waiting for Someone say Xbox. Someone say Xbox.
Why are you asking?
Why are you
then?
asking then?
So you was waiting for someone to just say what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great way to live your life. Keep going.
It didn't happen. But then I said, I remember last time I bought a PS4 specifically to play FIFA with Sandip, and
So you
he
had a
just said-
PS4?
I had one before. Yeah, I'd sold it.
You had an iMac at one point as well.
I had a fucking iMac at one
That would have been great for the podcast.
He had a microphone.
Yeah, it's just,
He had a microphone studio. Fucking
Yeah,
sold it to me.
He had hair at one point
I'm
as well.
quick to change my mind, so
Yeah.
I did buy. I literally bought
Please
a PS4.
buy this microphone. I'm moving to Leicester on Monday. That was 2 years ago. Fucking, I'm out at 70 bar. Fucker, Eggy. You're a fucker.
yeah,
He fucking hustled you.
Fucking did. Built this big story about moving to Leicester to play for Leicester City.
we believed it. We believed
Yeah, we thought it was going to be Eggy and Vardy on the wing.
Well, I basically weighed up the options, and I was
We're saying basically first. We don't need just you don't need to say basically every time. Go on.
So I went.
He struggled there.
Nearly.
So I went
Let me
to
just say
Leicester.
my favourite word.
I had a look about and I thought, nah, I've sold the microphone. I've made 70 quid.
I looked around.
That's a
and I
one bed
thought,
in
right,
Leicester, isn't it?
who am I going to play the one game that I play with? Who am I going to play the one game that I play with out of all my friends? I thought, Bob. So what has he got? He's got an Xbox. I'm getting an Xbox because I don't play Red, whatever you call it, horse game.
Yeah.
That's fine. I play FIFA. That's it.
Right.
And who am I going to
Don't
play with?
disrespect Red Dead
I'm
like
a
that.
Bob.
Isn't it? Red
That's
Dead
fine.
Redemption 2, in fact.
How many
So
times have you and Bob
How
had a
many
game?
times have thank you, Phil. How many times have you played Bob?
None.
Okay.
I only got my game on Monday. What day is it today?
Right.
Wednesday.
So you said the only game you play is FIFA. The only reason you got it is because FIFA. No one would play FIFA with you. And then I saw you playing a game with a dragon in it. How's that game?
Yeah, so when I got it, they actually left the game in the console and it just started installing. I thought, well, let me just play it, innit? And I played it for about 15 minutes and it
What'd
was
you
so
do, bro?
long.
Did you nick
It
the
was so
display one out of
crap, bro.
Curry's?
Where did you
Bro,
get it
was
from?
really... Hey?
Where did you get it from? The Xbox?
eBay?
I know.
eBay.
But they left the game in it.
Yeah, no, they said that we're sending a game with it, but it wasn't actually in its own case. They just left it in the fucking thing. So as I'm installing it, it's installing the game, which is fine, but the game is fucking shit, bro.
Okay.
So easily distracted, aren't you? To be fair, I'd have been the same. I'd have just got on with it.
What about what have we been watching in lockdown? Because I know that obviously Netflix must be popping right now. Have you been watching anything good, Phil P? What have you been watching at the moment,
Mate? Have you seen the amount of new subscriptions Netflix had since lockdown?
Really?
Doubled it.
Must be going mad.
15 million or something crazy.
Fuck. They must be absolutely coining it.
But yeah, what have I watched? I watched The Last Dance. Well, the episodes that they've been made available. 4 episodes. Brilliant.
Mm.
What else have I watched?
What did you think about Jordan saying
brother.
that he didn't want it to come out and stuff? Like, I won't do any spoilers for the Jordan documentary, but yeah, he said that he didn't want it to come out. They've had the footage for years, but he thought everyone would think he was an arsehole and stuff like that. Like, I know it's only 4 episodes in, but what do you think?
It's the same mentality. Have you seen the Ronaldo film?
No, I haven't actually.
All of these dudes that are like elite, like just that next level of there's very few of them.
Mm.
They just operate a different way.
Mm.
Someone
I don't find him a dickhead in it at all.
No, I don't.
I just find him like he's still like passionate about things that happen. Like, no spoilers, but with the Detroit team that walked off and didn't shake their hands, still fucking livid about it.
Yeah, he was still pissed off.
He's like, I don't care what he's got to say. Like, this was this year, like a year ago. He's like, I don't care what he's got to say. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Billionaire. He's got 2.2 billion or something. Still
owns a whole basketball team. What are you going to say to him? Owns his hometown basketball team.
Yeah.
Does
He's
he?
just-
Like he gives a
just-
shit.
Yeah, he owns the Hornets. doesn't he?
Bobcats. Hornets, sorry. Yeah, they used to be the Bobcats. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they're all
what is it? North
Jordan,
Carolina.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Oh,
Charlotte,
okay. Sick, brother. Yeah, he's an absolute beast, man. It's such a good. Have you started watching it, Phil H? I know you're into basketball.
Yeah. I started watching it. I watched the first 3 episodes. So I'm going to watch the 4th one tonight after I go out for my 30 minutes of walking, picking up on what like Phil P said about like elite athletes having that attitude. When I was in the US, leave the America jokes just to the end of this like story. Fair enough. And I knew an NFL referee, and like in the NFL, they talk quite a lot to the players all the time. There's so many breaks in play, and he met like in the early 2000s, late 90s. He met the best, the creme de la creme, and he was saying that you've got to think there's 52 players to a team across 30 teams, and for their whole lives, most of them have been the best at what they do.
Yeah.
Like from like the age of 14, they were the best in like junior high, the best at high school, best at college. They're the best in their position on that team. Like they all have this winning mentalities and egos that could fill the stadium. Probably really nice guys. Like once the whistle was blown, but in between the, on the field, they just always thought they were the best. Like every single one of them had ego. Every one of them was a captain, he would say. They just didn't always have the armband. It's just mad. But I like Michael Jordan. I like seeing him like that.
Bro,
I can see
fucking beast.
Legend.
You can see why you probably wouldn't want it to come out too soon, though, because it'd be fresh in everyone's head. But now that he's pretty much the anointed goat, you can't let him do what he wants.
I probably think we haven't seen the part where he's worried about, because I can't think
do you
of
reckon?
anything that I've seen that would even make me question why. Oh, that's probably why I didn't want it to come out. So there's a lot more. There's a lot more. They haven't gone into loads of shit. Like when he went to the baseball teams and shit, they might go into all that.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember all that.
They've not even spoke about his endorsement deals or anything. You just don't know.
Man.
He was
Like,
the first person to start wearing Nike, right? And they used to pay his fines because you weren't allowed to wear your own trainers when you were a player, like because of endorsement deals. And
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Start doing it and stuff like that. It's just it's a fucking mad story, man. I was listening to, I was thinking of you two the other day because I was listening to The Fighter and the Kid, and Brendan Schaub was like basically reviewing the NFL draft, and obviously I've got no idea about American football. I don't know, Eggy, do you watch American football at all?
Fuck no.
I've never really. I find it a bit too much. Like, I can't watch it.
Thanks, Eddie. Back to the studio.
On the sideline, Chris has just been taken off with an injury. Is he going to be back in this game? Fuck no.
It's like Arnie Pie in the sky, isn't it? It's gonna rain.
But I didn't understand what they were saying, but I still sounded interested because Brendan Schaub is an he was in the NFL and stuff like that, and then before
he played for Colorado.
Yeah, it's where he's from. He's from.
You
Denver.
understand how like the drafting works and stuff, though.
I don't think I do, bro. I know you're from college, and then who decides who gets the first pick? Then is it the same? First of all, is it the same in basketball and NFL? Is it exactly the same?
It's just a lot smaller in basketball. There's a lot less people draft. There's like I don't know how. There's like so many rounds in NFL drafts, isn't there?
7.
Yeah, there's only
the baseball one's like fucking loads. Don't even worry about the baseball.
Basically,
one.
you see in the Jordan documentary how the who was it? Who had the first 2 picks? Jordan was the 3rd pick of his year, wasn't he?
I can't even remember.
Portland had one.
I think it was Sonics. Was it Sonics?
I think it was Seattle.
Yeah.
It was the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
So
and they basically
shitters.
fucked up by not choosing Jordan. But it's usually the shittest teams that have the high draft picks.
How is it
But
decided?
basketball-
They
It's
trade
different.
them. You can trade them and stuff, can't you?
Basketball's different as well because basketball one's really confusing. So if you're like the worst 4 teams, you get put in a lottery, and then they pull a ball. Literally, they do like a lottery, and then you get the pick based off whatever ball you pull out the bag. It's weird.
But
NFL one is
you get them from trades as well. So like, say a shit team did a trade 2 seasons before they were shit, and they got like 2 first-round picks or something. You can have teams that have like 4 picks in the top 10.
And there's no relegation in basketball, is there? Or baseball?
No, there's
any
a
of
D
these
league
sports?
where players get relegated, not teams.
Where they get the D.
Yeah, so like if players aren't performing, they send them to the D League. So each NBA team has a D-League team.
Ah.
So in theory, everyone's got a chance of winning the championship based on your luck on your drafts.
Yeah, you can draft arguably a contending team because it's only 5 players, isn't it? At start, and you see in the Jordan documentary, if you watch it, like to have a successful basketball team, like you need 3 star players, and that's still like the motive now.
It was
So,
mad to see like the little, because I see it in football, like the little triangles that Phil Jackson started bringing in, like not doing it all to Jordan, just doing like, has Phil Hurd gone? Why has he left? Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's just mad how they had the little triangles going on.
Phil Jackson's a legend.
The tactics and the plays and stuff they were doing,
he's the general manager of the Knicks. When I was watching basketball like religiously, and I was really I'm a Knicks fan, so he became the general manager of the Knicks like 5 years ago.
He used to play for him. He's like a Knicks legend, isn't he?
Yeah, and when they did that, people were like, oh, okay, because they still had Carmelo, and like it's like, okay, now his philosophy is going to come in. It just didn't work. Different game. It's a different game now. It's like Arsene Wenger. He was the beast back in the day. Like he does all these old Native American like philosophies and stuff. Phil Jackson, but it just doesn't. Stuff like that doesn't really work these days.
No. You mentioned football there. I just wanted to come on to a little bit about that. Obviously, did you see? The Dutch league has now been null and voided. Did Scotland?
And the French league.
They gave
the Bundesliga's back on the 7th, isn't it?
Oh, what? I haven't been. Yeah, well, let's talk about football then. So the Bundesliga's coming back, yeah?
On the 7th, apparently, behind closed doors.
7th of May. That's sick.
Yeah, but Germany eased their restrictions, didn't they? And now their numbers are going back up. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Germany's numbers are going back up, are they?
Yeah.
Our ones have got quite low. It's only 300 odd I saw, but
yeah, but it's back up to 700 and something. They've added all of the care home stuff in now, so it's gone up by like 6,000.
Jesus, we've temporarily lost Phil Hurd. iPad took a shit. I'm trying to log back on now. I'll just get him admitted back.
Such a typical thing. I bet he does it on purpose.
Yeah, he's doing it for attention. We have him back. Just to talk, Eggy. Let me come to you about football then. So, have you been listening to the football ramble still, Egg?
On and off. I think I'm actually enjoying just not being around football at all. I still occasionally accidentally go on the biggest clickbait fucking website there is to look at transfer news, knowing full well that there's no transfers going on.
No,
if there is, you're getting arrested.
Yeah.
But apparently, Arsenal want to buy this guy called Pratley or someone from Atletico Madrid, bro. And he looks sick, bro.
That's all I know.
You've been looking.
It was a Barcelona player, and it was like Barcelona value him at 60 million. Man United are interested. No one's going out and dropping stacks after this, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Football is now going to be skint, and yeah, bro, it's just mad. I'm actually the only thing I'm looking forward to. I don't care about Liverpool, what's going to happen to them. I don't care who gets relegated. I don't even care when football starts, bro. I just care about what's going to happen with Newcastle, bro, because they got money, and they're just going to go out and buy Mbappe. They're going to buy fucking, bro, all this Van Dijk, straight away, get him. It's going to be a dream team, bro.
It's they're getting that Saudi money in, isn't they?
Bro, it's mad. I can't wait for it. I've seen in my lifetime.
Why are you excited
Chelsea,
about that?
Because I just find it amazing.
Don't you find it ruins football, though?
Football's ruined long
I
before,
agree. Football's ruined already, bro.
Listen, the last good rivalry there was in England was Man United and Arsenal when it was Fergie v Wenger, and the teams actually hated each other. But all these people now, they're actually like pally now. They all get along, gang. Here's
all
your
sports are like that. They touch on that in the Last Dance as well.
Yeah,
it's not like it used to be, is it?
It's not, and it won't ever will be like that. But I just find it interesting when I see a shit team like Chelsea just randomly go out and buy fucking superstars and win the league.
They're about
they literally just, it was mad, bro. And then when Man City done it, I remember seeing
Robinho training for Man City.
Bro.
Yeah, I love
it. Up and I was like, what the fuck?
I know exactly where I was when I found that out.
Oh, go on.
I was in line for the Kraken roller coaster at SeaWorld.
Banging.
Wouldn't go there now. Wouldn't go there now. This was 12 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, it was all
I
right.
remember I text Sandit when they got taken over Man City.
Yep.
I thought Diaby from Arsenal bought them.
Fuck it up. Diaby's got a big bonus. He's just bought Man City, for fuck's sake.
We thought it was Flamini that had the money.
He's like a
Flamini
legit
does
going to
have
be a
the money.
billionaire. Yeah, exactly.
But you know who's got money? Thomas Graverson. Do you remember him?
Yeah, bruv, I've read about him. They talk about him on the Ramble. He like invested mad, didn't he?
Yeah. Like, he lives in Vegas now. Like, he's worth like 50 million quid apparently. Just chilling in Vegas.
That's
And
mad.
he played for Real Madrid.
Speaking of Vegas, let's get your thoughts as a obviously a bona fide American, Phil. On did you see the Vegas governor? Did you see her comments? What she said?
It was the mayor, wasn't it? She
Right.
said she'd use Las Vegas as a testing ground for, like, basically COVID-19 theories, didn't she? She's like, I'll open up. We'll see if anything goes wrong.
That's because there's no fucking laws there.
There's going to be like, that opens up. There's going to be thousands of people. Like, you share. Look, think about the things you would share there. First of all, a casino floor, a casino table, cards, chips, like
Everything.
Eggy, are you about to break your fast?
Nearly another 1 minute. Got my date.
What is it? A date? Okay.
Is that a medjool date?
I don't know. I don't care. It's going in my mouth within 30 seconds, bro.
You make that kind of announcement before every meal. I don't know and I don't care.
Please don't chew a date into your microphone.
No, let him live his life. Let him live his life. I'll let him have this one.
He's going to regret that when I put it in my mouth and go, come.
I've
heard those words before.
I've just realised that I've I've been eating sausages while we've been talking about Ramadan. Is that? Sorry about that, Egg. I don't know if that's
what actual pork sausages.
Literally. Oh no, actually say that they were turkey. But you're right. That's fine.
I know most people aren't eating pork sausages these days.
I love a pork sausage.
I do too, but in the right.
I find it funny when Indians say like, "Oh, sorry, pork, haha." Where I can just turn around and be like, "Yeah, look, beef, haha, sorry. Oh, sorry to offend you." I literally, for the life of me, I've never understood this whole thing where people say, "Sorry, pork." You know, Indians.
You don't eat pork though, do you? But you don't eat pork. That's why.
It's just a bit of respect.
No, but when Indians, like Sikhs, don't like that's their thing. They won't eat beef.
No, I mean, you say that, but it's like it depends how into if you're a practicing Sikh. You know, if you got the turban, that's lovely.
I've seen Sandip inhale a double cheeseburger, mate.
Mate, yeah, I'm not a model. I'm not a model Sikh, am I?
No, you're just an attention seeker.
Sikh Millie over here. How's that date, Egg?
No, so I've got like sugar rush in my brain, bro. When you go so long without having anything, bro, a date literally is like eating pure sugar in your mouth.
Mate, dates
Can you have any other?
Fucking the bomb.
I like dates, yeah.
My favorite, one of my favoritists snacks.
And
I know it's not food.
Is it a snack or a food?
What snacks?
I don't know. I actually went to Asda. Asda was it? No, Aldi, and I saw some there, but they were way too expensive for me to pick up. They look, bruv.
So you chawed them?
No. I stopped it. That.
How's the stealing going, eh?
You stopped it in 7 days?
I stopped.
You stopped? Is it because it's Ramadan? You're not stealing? That's fair.
That's because all of his followers were like, "I can't believe you steal. I'm going to unfollow you. You're my idol."
They threatened to take his blue tick away. Bad.
No,
their sponsorship.
What did you just throw on the floor?
No, I've got a bin over there.
Okay.
I'll just chuck the pip in there. I actually have to thank Sandip for this.
Pippin.
Come on.
I actually have to thank Sandip for this because he actually pulled me up on it saying, "Why are you stealing?" And I actually thought about it. I was like, "Yeah,
rich,
like
very rich that is."
That I shouldn't actually be doing it." And then It actually came to the
That was
point where
me.
I was actually in Aldi, and it was like some fruit. What did I buy? Vanilla. What do you put in that when you make cake? Vanilla.
Vanilla extract.
Yeah, a little bottle of that. And I was like, straight. And I thought, wait, no, don't. Be a good Muslim. And I didn't.
I could have gone to
And I
Sunday's
paid for it.
birthday. Yeah. So let's. I mean, yeah, we're coming towards the end of it. Looking wrap up, guys. Unless there was anything that you guys wanted to talk about.
Right,
Yeah.
quick one. How funny is that Budweiser?
No, please, Ed. 'Cause we're gonna.
No, I just turned it off for you guys.
We're swearing
but
and shit. Go on, Phil.
I don't think I can anymore.
Why?
if you was to go to like half the countries around the world, you would just hear that. Anyway, so like, Jesus, I thought you was cultured, Phil.
I like. Yeah, I definitely am.
But yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I just
What
don't
was
think.
that?
I don't think he was expecting it. Egg.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think we really expect.
Well, usually when you
I think
break
he
your
knows
fast,
what it
it's
is.
time to pray as well.
I understand what it is. It's an alarm, clearly, to, tell Eggy to do something. I just really wasn't. It's genuinely speechless.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Well, why don't we end it there? Thank you for that, Egg, for that peaceful moment. Yeah, cheers. It's descended into chaos, and this is why we love Two Pizzas Pod from Home. Right, anything else, lads?
Stay safe, stay positive.
Yeah.
I think we should rename the podcast. Call it a one boiled egg or some shit.
All right, lads. I'll catch you a lot later. Take care. Stay safe.
Everyone stay safe. Bye.
Laters.
Right.